In the dim light of my small cluttered apartment, the weight of my financial troubles felt insurmountable. Bills were piled high on my coffee table, and unopened letters reminded me of my ever-growing debt. It was 2010, the aftermath of the Great Recession, and I was drowning in financial despair. Little did I know that this low point would mark the beginning of a transformative journey from debt to wealth. At 28, I had a mountain of student loans, credit card debt, and a modest salary that barely covered my living expenses. I had majored in art history, a subject I loved, but one that offered limited job prospects. My first job out of college was as a receptionist at a local law firm, earning just enough to scrape by. I was naive about money, often living beyond my means and accumulating debt, with the assumption that I would eventually make more money. Every day was a struggle. I felt trapped, unable to enjoy the simplest pleasures, without the gnawing anxiety of unpaid bills. I would lie awake at night, staring at the ceiling, wondering how I had ended up in this financial mess. I knew I needed to make a change, but I didn't know where to start. My journey toward financial freedom began with a book. A friend recommended Dave Ramsey's book, The Total Money Makeover. Skeptical but desperate, I bought a second-hand copy and began reading. Ramsey's 3 simple advice was simple but powerful. 1. Live below your means. 2. Pay off debt. And 3. Save for the future. The concept of the debt snowball method, where you focus on paying off your smallest debts first to build momentum, resonated with me. Inspired by Ramsey's words, I created my first budget. It was a revelation. For the first time, I saw where my money was going and where I could cut back. I cancelled subscriptions, stopped eating out, and started bringing my lunch to work. These small changes added up, and I began to see progress. The journey wasn't easy. There were times I felt like giving up, overwhelmed by the enormity of the task. Friends and family didn't always understand my new frugality, and social pressures to spend were constant. I remember one particularly tough month, when unexpected repairs to my car wiped out my emergency fund, forcing me to dip back into my credit line. It was a setback, but I refused to let it derail my progress. I learned to find joy in simple, inexpensive activities. Hiking, reading, and spending time with loved ones became my new sources of happiness. I also sought out a community of like-minded individuals, joining online forums and local groups focused on financial independence. Their stories and advice were invaluable, providing both inspiration and practical tips. I started a side hustle, freelancing in my spare time. The extra income was a game changer, allowing me to accelerate my debt payments. I worked late into the night, sacrificing leisure for the promise of a better future. Slowly but surely, the debt began to shrink. I celebrated each milestone, no matter how small. Paying off my credit card, then my car loan, and finally, the massive student loans. After 2 years of relentless effort, I was debt-free. The sense of relief was overwhelming, like a dark cloud lifting after a long storm. But I knew my journey wasn't over. It was time to build wealth, to create a financial cushion that would protect me from future hardships. I continued living frugally, directing the money that had gone to debt payments into savings and investments. I diversified my investments, learning about stocks, bonds, and real estate. I read voraciously, absorbing knowledge from books, podcasts, and financial blogs. One of the most important lessons I learned was the power of compound interest. By investing consistently and allowing my money to grow over time, I could build substantial wealth. I set clear financial goals, tracking my progress and adjusting my strategy as needed. I also prioritized building an emergency fund, ensuring I had a safety net for unexpected expenses. With a solid financial foundation, I began to dream bigger. I wanted to achieve financial independence, the point at which I could live off my investments and no longer rely on a traditional job. I set a target to reach financial independence by age 45. It was an ambitious goal, but I was determined. I continued to increase my income through promotions at work and by expanding my side hustle. I also focused on maintaining a balanced life, ensuring I didn't burn out. Regular exercise, meditation, and quality time with loved ones became integral parts of my routine. I found that financial health was deeply intertwined with physical and mental well-being. As my investments grew, so did my confidence. In May of my 45th year, I achieved financial independence. I remember logging into my investment account and seeing the numbers align with my goals. It was a surreal moment, a testament to years of hard work, sacrifice, and perseverance. I felt a profound sense of gratitude for the journey, for the lessons learned and the resilience gained. Reaching financial independence didn't mean I stopped working. I continued my job, but now I did it out of passion, not necessity. I had the freedom to pursue projects that excited me, to take risks, and to explore new opportunities. I also focused on financial education, sharing my story and knowledge with others. Looking back, my journey from debt to wealth was a transformative experience. It taught me the value of discipline, the importance of planning, and the power of perseverance. I realized that financial independence wasn't just about money. It was about freedom, security, and the ability to live life on my own terms. With financial independence came the opportunity to live a life of purpose. I started mentoring others who were struggling with debt, helping them create budgets, set goals, and develop strategies for financial success. It was incredibly rewarding to see them make progress, knowing that I was part of their journey. I also pursued personal passions that I had put on hold. I traveled to places I had always dreamed of, explored new hobbies, and spent more time with family and friends. My days were filled with activities that brought joy and fulfillment, free from the stress of financial worry. As I reflect on my journey, I am filled with gratitude. The path from debt to wealth was challenging, but it shaped me into a stronger, wiser person. I learned to live intentionally, to value experiences over possessions, and to prioritize long-term goals over short-term gratification. My journey from debt to wealth taught me that anyone can achieve financial freedom with the right mindset, tools, and support. It's about making consistent, intentional choices and staying focused on your goals. While the path may be difficult, the rewards are immeasurable. In the end, my story is one of transformation. An evolution from financial chaos to stability, from anxiety to peace, from debt to wealth. It's a testament to the power of determination and the belief that no matter where you start, you can change your financial destiny. And for that, I am forever grateful. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, or share this video and subscribe to this channel about personal finance and investing.